Today a little bit early because we ran.
Excuse me, please.
Sorry.
Thank you for wonderful lecture
Oh,
yesterday. I think I have to go now because of my work.
Oh no,
Thank you
you
for
don't
your
have
work.
to do this. You're trying to put me on weight. Okay, lovely. Thank you.
By the way, with you.
Thank you very much.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you. You guys are so lovely. Goodness.
Thank you. Ну, теперь после может вести, сейчас вообще не можем больше вести. О, боже. Ты вот работаешь все время, ты сидишь на
You can finger on a screen.
Oh, finger on the screen. We try. Okay, nice. Okay. Again, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed your class yesterday. Very good, very good. So, I looked at you guys, you were smiling today, not like yesterday. Like that, okay? So it was good, okay? And yesterday basically was a review or overview on what positive education is, and also how, positive education, the philosophy of it to be implemented in education. Okay, so like I said yesterday, it is not a subject, but basically a philosophy for a teacher, okay, or for a parent. I don't know whether you will be a teacher, but since this is a pedagogical university, so I have to make it, very pedagogical. So I was just talking to Professor Kim this morning, and she said, you guys are learning a foreign language and probably will be a teacher of a foreign language, but not necessarily, because the salary of being a teacher is really low. Mm-hmm. Is that right? Like 500 American dollars? Is that correct? About around there, yeah? Okay. But will that be a bit better if you work at university? Should be, right? Okay. Well, you know what? I was just thinking, yes, it might be a little bit too low to start as a teacher, okay? But then if you started teaching as a teacher, you would be able to understand how things work among teachers and students, okay? And then you could understand yourself more, whether you should be in this profession or not, okay? You started low, but you will be happy if you are in the right profession, okay? Being happy, okay? Let's talk about it. Being happy, being positive is a set of values, isn't it? How you look at things, how you deal with problems, like what you girls said yesterday, how you deal with problems, yeah? How to solve problems. So being in the right profession that you enjoy will bring in positive values to yourself, how you deal with problems, how you look at things around you, okay? Politics, history, human interactions, sociology, really anything, okay? So it's an attitude, okay? So if you're in the right profession, yes, maybe if you're a banker, you earn a lot, okay? If you are a business owner, you earn a lot, but you may not be happy, right? Okay? So choosing the right profession that you enjoy, that you feel like yourself should be in, you'll be very positive, yeah? And if you are positive, your children, your students, your husband, your parents, or even your grandchildren will be very happy too. Okay? So if yourself is happy, I believe it will be a blessing for everyone around you. Okay? Alright? So that is one thing very important, that you need to find the right thing for yourself. Okay? Not just career, okay, but also how you look at yourself. Find the right hairstyle. I'm happy with my hair today, by the way. Yeah.
Yesterday you were happy with your hair.
Yesterday I wasn't. No, because I put on some hair conditioner and then it gel my hair like. Yeah, but today I didn't put on anything. I just put on the shampoo and then just hair dry it. That's it. Then I look, okay. So it is how happy you are with yourself. So if you have that positive education when you were a teenager, would you be a different person, do you think?
Maybe.
Maybe, right? Okay. So if you say that, hey, if I met Dr. Ruth earlier, I wouldn't be here, probably. I would probably in Moscow. I would probably in the best university. Or maybe I would be a lot more happier, I know what I'm doing. Or maybe I wouldn't even be here at Minin Pedagogical State University. I would be in somewhere that I would like to pursue my dream. Because I don't know how many of you would like to be a teacher. Okay, so that is something that we need to think about. Okay, so positive education should be started in adolescent years. Okay, and this is the time teenagers start thinking about themselves a lot, their appearance, their identity, their attitude. All right, okay, how they should have a relationship with the peers. Should I be very much involved with my friends, that we always WhatsApping or we always put things on Facebook, or should I not to do anything? Do you all have Facebook? Yeah, okay, all right. Are you active?
No.
Why not?
In Russia we have another social network.
Oh, okay. So, but will you be what's that one?
Contact. VK.
VK. Okay. Instagram, yeah, I have an Instagram too, but I'm not very active in Instagram.
I prefer using Telegram.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that one was quite popular in the US, but I'm older, so I'm active on Facebook. Because my son said Facebook is for elderly. All right. Okay. So yeah, he likes Snapchat, he likes IG, and that's what he uses. Okay, and he's in 11. And how much you are involved in your social networking reflects your personality too, right? Whether you like responding to friends' posts, yeah, you like it, you don't like it. If you react, it is your interaction with your friends, right? But some people choose not to do anything. They just read. They just browse people's posts, isn't it? And you think that person's weird. Yeah? Right? And then when you are on your social networking, you think about what you post. Correct? You don't post everything, right? Yeah. Because you want to project the person you want to be on your social network. I want to show, I want to be, the identity, the social network identity that you create for yourself. Is that the true self of you? Ish, right? Not really. The food, I'm going to show this to my colleagues and do it on my Facebook because look at my Russian students, I really love them. They give me chocolate, So if I do this on Facebook, yeah, my colleagues will say, like, nice, oh, how good, But is that really how they feel? Some of them who don't respond will think that's showing off. Is that right?
Yeah.
That is showing off. Okay? So you see, yeah, what kind of person you want yourself to be in front of your friends, isn't it? Yeah? So between you and me is one identity. Between you and your friend is close friend is one identity. And then you among your class is one identity. And then you with your parents is one identity, isn't it?
Yeah.
There are so many different selves at different times, in different occasions.
Mhm.
Then who is the true self?
Each of them, yeah.
But somehow you will not show. Like I said, in your social network, you won't show how unhappy you are. Will you tell your friends that I broke up with my boyfriend? If I'm not happy, I'm not saying anything, isn't it? But then, do I want my friends to know? Yes, I do. But I don't want to say it. Then who can help me? Right? Isn't it? Yeah? And that's why I said positive education is a starting point, okay? And it's a very important step in education that we help our students to know themselves more, okay? And when you know yourself more, you know your strength and you know your weakness, and then how to deal with those problems and how to develop your strength, that will help them live a good life. Right? Is that right? That is so important. That is so important, isn't it? Yeah? Okay. Remember this yesterday? Yeah? And this is what we will go into today. Okay? I have my tea with me. Because I enjoy the class so much. And when I sip that coffee, my positiveness comes out. It's magical, really. I really, really love teaching. I really enjoy being with students because this is the meaning and purpose of my life. Oh no! Oh no! Thank you. Thank you, gentlemen. Spasiba. Is it spasiba? Okay. Sounds perfect?
Yeah.
Oh, good. So that is the meaning and purpose of my life, because I generate well-being of myself and you as well, okay? And because that I have a meaning and a purpose in life, I have a sustainable growth for myself and others. Not just students in Hong Kong, not just teachers in Hong Kong, but also students in Russia. Yeah? All right? So what is your meaning of life? What is your purpose in life? I was actually shocked, honestly, yesterday when I asked you what you're going to do after graduation, and you said, I don't know. Okay, now I'll give you 2 minutes for meditation. Okay? You can think, you can write. Think about your purpose and meaning in your life. Let's do that. Oh, 2 minutes? I need 2 years. Fine, okay, but just some brainstorming, what you want to do. Okay, anything. Like yesterday, I remember some say family, some say career development. I remember that. Okay, do write that down. Okay, what you want to achieve in your life. Okay, shall we do that? Okay. Come on, we are all girls, no secret. Okay, the gentleman is not here today. So we can have girls talk. Alright, okay. Should we take a picture after the class?
Sure.
Okay. And I will send you off the picture with my PowerPoint. Okay? You guys will be on my Facebook. Okay? When you think about your purpose in life and you meet the meaning of life, okay? Yesterday we had one, family, okay? Second, career, okay? What else?
Usefulness.
Usefulness.
Yes. I
Make
like
yourself
to become a
useful.
useful person.
Friendship. I want to be surrounded by many people. I can't do it for myself. By
Yeah.
myself.
Good.
Harmony with myself.
Wow, that's very hard. You know, even I'm a very happy person, I'm still not in a very good terms with me. At some point, that I'm not happy with something that I have done, or maybe after the lecture, I thought, oh God, you know, hello, I should have, you know, I shouldn't have forgotten the time that I should leave you yesterday. You know, I actually quite felt bad about it. you know, that, oh no, I took away 10 minutes of your precious youth, you know. But, you know, that's a very good one. So, okay, so usefulness, friendship, harmony with yourself, okay, family, career, what else?
Financial independence.
Okay, financial independence, okay.
I was very sad. I was unhappy being an economist, so I'm a teacher in art school. I have very low salary, but I have a husband who is well paid.
Oh, wonderful!
Yes, it's wonderful. And now I'm happy to be a part of a great mechanism of teaching. I like it. And I have 3 children, and I teach them. I like to teach them.
Right. How old are they?
6, 12, and 14.
6, 12, and 14.
2 boys and a girl.
Wow, that's very hard.
Yeah,
Very
it's very
hard.
hard.
But it's
And I'm
enjoyable.
studying.
Mm.
It's very hard.
And now your meaning of your life is your career and your family.
Yes.
What is your meaning and purpose in life?
I just want my family and my children in class to smile every day.
Oh, good.
And,
Will you smile with ginger? No. Right. Okay.
I need hug them.
Mm-hmm. You want to hug them, you want to be with them. That's very warm.
Travel around the world.
Oh, wonderful. Then you need to think about doing your PhD, your Doctor of Philosophy, then you can travel around the world like me, and like Kim, and like, you know, everyone in the university, right? Since you're doing your foreign languages degree, that should be okay. All right? Okay?
I think about family,
Mm-hmm.
the family I have, and the family I will have in the future,
Okay.
and the atmosphere.
Okay. All right.
Yes, for me, I would choose some family values because it's necessary to have a good shelter to rely on.
Ooh,
to
like a well-paid husband.
Yeah. I wish
Okay. Yeah.
wishful thinking.
Yeah.
Which
Well,
would create something good, just a good outcome in the future.
well, create an environment for you to meet a rich husband. You know?
And to add to this, I would also say that it's necessary to find an opportunity to know more about some different cultures, just to have an opportunity to travel.
Yeah. The Russians, I think, among yourselves, you have very different cultures already because of the historical development, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
There's a good opportunity for us to travel around the world because we know some foreign languages.
Yeah, that's right.
It may be helpful.
It will definitely be helpful.
Yeah,
right?
practical.
Hello. Okay.
Find harmony in myself
Mm-hmm.
and try to create something to be more active.
Oh yeah, okay. By the way, you look like so much one of my friends from India. I'll show you her picture later. You're the Russian version of my Indian friend. Seriously, I'll show you a picture of my friend later on. I was like so shocked. What happened? Okay, I'll show you her picture later on. Okay, I'll skip you for a time being because we're talking about meaning in life. I don't think we can think about it right now. Okay, like split a second, I know one meaning of life. Okay.
I'm actually I don't know because so I'm planning to go abroad and do volunteering
Mm-hmm.
with mental illness people.
Oh.
Yeah, in Germany.
Right.
It will be in October because I would like to help them to be useful for society, for people.
Yeah. Why mentally ill people? where does your passion come from?
I think these people actually need help. Not, for example, I don't want to entertain people. I want to help them.
I see. Very practical. Very good. And you?
I was thinking about traveling as well. This is very difficult. I just want to be genuinely happy. So, but it includes so many things, so many little things, and that's why I cannot go in details.
Okay.
So I just want to be
You
really
just
genuinely happy.
happy.
Yeah, like in harmony.
Okay. All right. I think a lot of the adolescents, they have the same state of mind like yours. They just want to be happy, but they don't know how, or they don't know how to take a step forward towards what they want to be. Yeah. All right. So we have a very good, I really genuinely thank you for not just telling me, oh, I want to be a good wife. You told me how you genuinely feel inside you, that you don't know actually how I can be happy. I just want to be generally happy person. Okay, let's remind you later on what you can do, okay? And what about you?
I guess at this moment it's about self-reflection because I want to master myself. For instance, I'd like to continue working with languages. I'd like to master myself in translation and interpreting because I really like it. It's on the one hand. On the other hand, I like I do dancing as a hobby, and I want to practice more to become better there. I'd like to be a better friend, better person. So that's perfection.
But there are so many things you want to achieve in your life.
Yes.
Yeah. What dance do you do? Do you do ballet or do
Irish.
Ooh, river dance.
Yeah,
Kind of.
In my dreams.
Yeah, tap dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. But the Russian, the Russians in the past, during the Soviet Union period, the Russians ballerina were so good, very very good. Yeah, even when I was young, I saw, I went for ballerina dances, so good. The Americans cannot compare with the Russians. Yeah, and if you you're not old enough to know that. In the past, the Soviet Union, their aerobats, so good. Yeah, and basically the gymnastic people, diving and swimming. You guys just rule the world. Actually, your parents. Now the Russians, they think about this and that rather than glory to the nation.
No, but our dancers are still gorgeous.
Oh, beautiful! Yeah, I know. And now the ballerinas, I can't think of a country with exceptional ballerinas now anymore. Maybe Spanish. Maybe the Spanish. Yeah. All right. Okay, thank you very much for showing me, telling me. Or maybe, do you have one?
So we're speaking about purpose in life.
Yeah.
That's a good question. So I think maybe it's to find my place in life, but I wouldn't say that it is my only purpose. So I would like to spend more time with my family and with my friends, because I know that sometimes my work takes a lot of time and that I don't have some other time for them.
Okay.
So it's just to learn myself more and to learn my people who surround me more.
Okay. I think so. Yeah. When you have your limitation, I would say, because you have to work and you would like to spend more time with your family. That can be something that help you step forward towards what you want yourself to become, right? Okay. So meaning and purpose in life, we have, underneath that, pure and ABCDE. Okay. What is that? What is pure and A, B, C, D, E? Okay. Okay. Oops. Can we go back? There's nothing I can do to go back, right? Okay. All right. Back. Back. Okay. So you share with me your purpose and meaning in life. Okay. So what is success to you? Is successful or is being successful equivalent to happiness?
Not always.
Not always, exactly. Okay? If you get full mark, is that happy? Will you be happy? If you get an A from your professor, will you be happy?
But happiness, it's not about marks. It's about your knowledge.
In Hong Kong, yes. In Japan, yes. In China, yes.
Maybe when it's your first A, you feel happy. But when you're an A student, so you got used to it. And
Got used to it.
yeah,
I get used to the A's.
because it's your way of living.
Yeah, you know, it's just one of them. Yeah, I understand.
It sounds strange to be happy about marks.
You see, this is a cultural
Because we're
difference.
adults.
Yeah,
When you're children, you are happy about your marks.
yeah.
Because you can go home and show it to your parents.
And get some chocolate.
Yeah, they will encourage you.
Yeah. They will say, good girl.
Somehow.
Oh, wow, well done. But now, no one cares. Is that right? No one cares. They care about whether you, what are the values? You know, like in Russia, okay? I mean, in Asia, it's actually pretty obvious. Okay, your career, your grades, okay? What job do you do? Are the three index, or whether you have a rich family, whether you marry a rich husband, or whether even whether you're married or where or which area of Hong Kong do you live? These are the very instrumental and extrinsic values in the Asian context. Yeah, all right. And these are the indexes. And if you think about it, okay, if we look at these as the indexes or references as success, it's pathetic. It's sad, isn't it? It's very sad. So when you say, well, I want to have a happy family, I want to spend more time with my family, I want to be in harmony with myself, I want to help with the disabled people, the mentally ill people, I want to be, a useful person, I want to, being able to influence my friends. These are beautiful meanings in life. Yeah, these are beautiful, and it's very, very different from the Asian context. Yeah? But when you are teaching, okay, if you are going to teach, okay, or if you are going to have your children because you want to have a good family, right? Okay, you have your children already. I have one. Okay, what is success to you when you are, number one, a teacher? What is success to you when you are now a student? Okay, you have multiple identities, right? Okay. What is success to you when you are your parents' daughter? Yeah? What is success in terms of being a mother? What is success in terms of your future career? Right? And what is success to you? What is success? Maybe my grades are not that good here, but I found my purpose in life. Is that successful? I believe so. Yeah, I believe so. Right? I learn a lot. I reflect. I remember one of you said, I think what is more important now at this stage is that I need to do a little bit more reflection, and that is a very important stage of learning. that you reflect on what you have learned, what you have been missing towards your goal. So my goal is there, and I'm here, and how can I take a step or step by step forward to my goals? And what is missing? Okay, apart from the steps, what are missing? Okay, I want to help people, okay, who are mentally ill. I want to travel around the world. Okay, but when you talk about like traveling around the world, is that what you are missing, or is that your goal, or is it actually a step towards your purpose in life? So you need to differentiate the nature of what you want. Do you know what I mean? I want to have a family. Is that a goal, or is it a step? Isn't it? Yeah? So when we talk about positive education, this is about really thinking. It's really about thinking and planning. All right? So make it very structural. Okay, now I'm here, okay, and I have this already, okay, and then I want to do that, okay, so how can I plan myself to take step by step and go there? And for these steps, they are not easy, I can tell you. They're not easy. And what do I need to help myself to take those steps? All right? Okay? So traveling around the world, I will say, is a step. Okay? But what do you want to achieve by traveling around the world? Yeah? Interesting? Yeah. I want to travel around the world to disseminate the language of Russia, the culture of Russia. There are a lot of, I can tell you that, being an Asian, people do have a lot of misconceptions about Russians. Yeah? Like, you guys don't smile? No, not true. You guys do smile. When I walked in the classroom, you guys look so happy. Right? I know one of you, I don't know whether that person is here, talking to Kim yesterday, said, yeah, you asked us why we're not smiling. It's true, I don't like smiling. I just think, is there anyone who doesn't like smiling? Honestly. Yeah? And then one of you yesterday came to me and said, you have an 11-year-old son? I said, yeah. I said, you look so young.
It was Irina, I remember.
Yeah. And she said, you look so young. And I said, I'm 45. I'm 45 years old. And then she said, I want to be an Asian. It's not true, honestly. I am 45, okay? And I do look young in Asian, okay? I do look around like 30-something in Asian eyes, okay? I don't know how old I look to you, okay? But I certainly don't look 45 to myself either, okay? It was because of my attitude. It's because I smile. According to medical research, okay, they say when you don't smile, okay, your facial muscles have about 40-something that is working. But when you smile, there are only 20 of them that are working. But when you are angry, you've got basically all of your facial muscles working. And that's why you get old. Because you overwork your facial muscles. Yeah? And when you smile, you relax your face. So if you want to be young, girls, smile. Exactly. When you smile, your attitude, your personality transform. Right?
It's quite interesting because I've heard that when you smile, it gets you wrinkles around your eyes. And usually you don't get these kind of wrinkles because of a serious life.
I'll let you know why. Okay, when you smile, you have wrinkles. Okay? But what do we call these wrinkles? I call happy wrinkles. Yeah, but when you don't smile, when you're angry, these are sad wrinkles. I don't have much. I don't have much. Some people, when they sleep like this. Look at your parents. Check your parents. Check your grandparents. When they're sleeping, okay, like peep on them.
And then they wake up. What are you doing?
I want to see whether you are happy or not. There you go. I'm weird. You know, when I was young, I was very weird. I was like looking into the mirror and I tried to do different facial expressions to myself. And then, you know, because I didn't do a lot of facial expressions. Yeah, believe it or not, I can cross my eyes without pointing to myself. And I can cross my eyes and then have one eye move away. Do you want to see? Yeah. Can you cross your eyes?
I can see also.
Yeah, okay. Are you sure? Will you think that I'm a monster? Okay. I'm going to cross my eyes first, okay? Okay? That's too easy for me. Okay? And then I can cross my eyes and then this eye can go that way. Okay? Are you ready?
Yeah.
And the other side too. Oh my god! I know. This is what I did when I was young. Yeah? I looked at myself in the mirror. Different facial expressions. Like that. And then I can do this. Oh no. I can play with my tongue as well. Can you roll your tongue?
Yeah.
Okay. But I can turn it upside down. That is scary. Don't. My friends all said, it goes like that. Okay, I will reserve that secret with me. Okay, we'll see, okay? At the end of the lecture, when I'm not your lecturer anymore, I can show you that, okay? Then you don't need to be scared of me and looking at me. Who's that? That is so gross. Yeah? All right. So we're talking about values here, okay? So isn't it true, you know, if I am not a happy person, if I'm not a positive person, will my students be happy?
No.
Do you enjoy my class?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those who don't enjoy my class left already. No, I think they have other engagement probably. It's not compulsory, right? Is this class compulsory? No, you see? You know? And you are here because you want to know something more, right? That's one step forward to happiness and to your goal. I assure you. Yeah? I can't be here with you, you know, all years because I don't work here, but I'm sure today and yesterday I put impact on you. At least these 3 hours. Is that right? Isn't it? Yeah? So I like that you say that you need more reflection, which is very, very important. Okay? Think about what values most important to you. Okay? And those values will help you to take those steps to your goal. Okay? Hey? Okay. Success and values. Okay? Don't take success, that word, as negative. Okay? Success is a relative term. Okay? Your success doesn't mean it is my success, isn't it? Okay? Successful or being successful can be quantifiable by, for example, how much you earn, what position you are at. But being successful doesn't mean that you have to achieve a lot in the society. But being successful is a relative term that you compare with yourself. Say, for example, I have this amount of
Homework.
Huh? What?
Of homework.
Homework, okay. Well, no, not homework, okay? I don't like giving homework to students, by the way. I've got this much of things that I would like to achieve in life, okay? And to me, what is successful is if I can achieve this much. I consider myself successful already, okay? Because I understand that there are things this much that I cannot really achieve them all because of my limitations, because of my time, because of my physical inabilities, or because of my age and gender. I can't be a Russian president. I can't be Putin. First, because I'm not him. Second, I'm not as charismatic as him. And I'm not Russian. And there is something that you have to confess. You have to admit that you cannot do it. Right? And this is something that we have to hold, or the attitude we need to hold, that we need to accept ourselves being not perfect. It's perfectly not to be perfect. The most unhappiest people in the world is those perfectionists. Do you have friends like that? Not you, right? No, don't do that. You will be very sad. Yeah? You have to accept that people have varieties. You have to accept things that, I do have OCD as well, You know OCD? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I do have OCD. I have obsession on neatness. Yeah? So when
everything should be ordered.
Yeah, OCD. What is it? Obsession, compulsory disorder. That is, I need, there are certain things, what is general term for people who are obsessed with certain things. Yeah, I've got friends with OCD that they like washing hands. They have to be perfectly clean. And for my OCD is that I need everything to be in order. Yeah, but no, I learned that things can be this way. Yeah, right? Isn't it? So we need to learn that ourselves have certain area that we cannot achieve well, because no one is perfect. Okay? Even, oh, my English is not good enough. Who cares? The British, the Swedish, the Americans, they speak not so perfect English either. Yeah? You ain't no good. What does it mean? You ain't no good. You ain't no good.
Ain't is itself a negative form. So
negative.
It means that you're good. I guess you ain't no good.
You ain't no good. It means you are not no good. So it's good, no, right? No. So negative is positive, right? Mm-hmm. But no, you ain't no good is you are no good in American English. But it's wrong, semantically, it's wrong, right? So who says the native speaker speaks perfect English? No, right? So in terms of language, there's no one is perfect. I don't think anyone speaks perfect Russian.
The Queen speaks perfect.
Who?
The Queen?
The Queen? No. You know what? What is perfect? Again, is relative. Okay, the Queen speaks her English, put it this way. It's Queen's English, eh? Mm-hmm. It's King's English. Not many people can understand her. And remember we said the meaning or the reason why we need to learn English is to communicate, right? Mm-hmm. You learn a foreign language because you want to communicate with German, with French, with Chinese, yeah? With the Japanese, German, But when you speak Queen's English, no one understands you. And what's the point? Right? Okay?
It's too polite, extremely polite.
It's not polite, it's the structure of English itself. Yeah? And also the pronunciation. Yeah? It is not our duty to perform this. It is not our duty to perform this. It is not our duty to perform this. It will be our pleasure to do this in front of you.
So I think I'm here because I like it.
Yeah. Right?
Sometimes I speak like that to my students. Yeah. When I want to impress them
Miss?
and make them confused. So that sounds odd. Yeah. That's the point.
But British English is actually very interesting because, the British English has a lot of different accents. Even within one village, different rows, the end of the road and the beginning of the road, they speak different dialects. They have different accents. You know, it's very interesting because I studied in England for a long time, and that's how I come to my understanding that you just don't care about the accent, you just listen the words. Then you'll be able to understand what they say. If you care too much about the accent, it gives you difficulty understanding them. Yeah? Alright? Anyway. Success and values. Okay, I explain success. Success is a valid relative terms, but values, no. Values is a personal reference. Okay, it's a personal reference. It's not relative because you're not comparing your values with your friends' values. Because if you compare your own values with your friends, you think, why? Why do you want to travel around the world? Huh? You want to marry a foreign passport? You want to get out of Russia? Why do you want to help the disabled or mentally ill students? Why? You don't need to take care of your family? So values are personal. Okay? So you're only responsible to your own values. But then again, remember what we said yesterday about the downside of happiness. When we talk about the downside of happiness, we have to think about your own happiness is not exploiting other people's rights. Try not, or we're talking about the type of happiness we have, shouldn't be self-centered. Yeah? Alright? So, values set the norms for success, isn't it? This is how I look at success. These are my sets of values, and my values will set my framework for success. This is how I look at success. My math is very bad. To me, a pass is enough. A pass is already a very successful grade. Yeah? Getting an A is, forget about it. I'm hopeless in math. Yeah? I can do the discount, I can do the service charge, but I can't do trigonometry or proving a circle or equations. I can't do it. Alright? So what are my values? My values is that I know I'm not very good at math. So my successful norm for math is here. Okay? So we have to go back to education. We have to understand each of our students, they have their own limitations. Yeah? Some are very good in Russian, some are very good in reading, some of them are very good in talking, some of them are very bad at writing, some of them might be dyslexic. But we're using the same examination. We are testing our students with the same test paper. Is that fair? No, right? Imagine a forest, okay? And in Africa, there are many animals, okay? Elephants, lions, giraffe, turtle, birds, rats, and snakes, okay? And then there's a bar, okay? There's a bar here, okay? And the zookeeper said, okay, jump over the bar. That is the exam paper. You expect a snake to jump over the bar? Do you expect a rat jump over the bar? Can an elephant jump over the bar? He doesn't jump, he just steps over, right? It's not fair. Our students are the animals in the zoo. They are of different physical appearance and abilities, but then our bar is there. Have we considered their different abilities? That's one. Alright? So, values set the norms for success. How do you set your exam papers for your student? And what does it mean by a pass? And what does it mean by a fail? Yesterday you said 55 is a pass. So if I get 55, you get 54. I'm a pass, you are a fail. Yeah. But not. I'm just 1 mark over you. Is that significantly different?
No.
Exactly. So that's why I object assessment. I'm not an assessment person. And with this university, if you learn how to do curriculum planning and assessment planning, you have to bear in mind this principle. How can we fairly adjust or assess students of different abilities and styles? Yeah? Is that right? Should we do without exam?
But maybe the same examination helps students to understand who they are. And that's why maybe we need the same exam.
Good point. The purpose of an exam is to evaluate how much they have learned, right? But when an examination is high stakes, when an examination is important, that will not be fair, right? So I agree, okay? I believe that the whole purpose of assessment and revision and dictation is to help students how much you have achieved, okay, in terms of this reference, okay? All right? And then students will know, well, yeah, because I failed in a lot of math exams, then I know I'm not good at it. And I'm not going to do a PhD in mathematics. I know that. I never studied English in primary school. I don't need to. I don't need to revise my dictation. For some reason, I just got full mark. You know, you're born with that talents. Yeah? You're born with the talents you know. And I'm pathetic in math, I know. And if I can pass, I'll be happy already. And I get 55, super good. Yeah? But if I get 90 from my dictation, what happened to me? What happened to me? You know? So remember that. Success, values, and norms. And that applies to assessment. Okay? And that also applies to the style of your teaching. Yeah? Would you prefer being a positive teacher or not? You see? If I don't believe in positive education, I'll be speaking like a Russian to you. I'm not smiling. Why are you smiling at me? Isn't it? So, what kind of teacher you want to be? Okay? Reflects your values. Yeah? Okay? We talked about that already. Okay? Values decide the choice of goals. Values influence our motivation in different domains of life. Yeah? Okay? Because I want to be happy, because I want to travel around the world, because I want to make myself a useful person, okay? Because I want to influence my friend, I want, friendship is the most important thing in my life. That will help you to evaluate how much effort you put in different domains. Yeah? Isn't it? I want my family to be happy. So I put more, I spend more time with them. And I don't think, putting so many posts in the social network is important. So I spend less time there, but more time with my family. Yeah? I think my study is important for my career development. That's why I spend the money here. I spend my time on a Saturday, mid-afternoon with me talking about positive education, because I believe that this is going to be important to me. This is valuable to me, right? So your values sets your action, sets your motivation. Values decide the effort we put on different domains. I talked about that already, okay? And values are based on our needs, wants, desires, and past experiences or beliefs regarding what really matters in life. What really matters in life? Friendship, traveling, helping helping people in need, family, children, being a useful person in harmony with myself. But these are the things that really matter to me. The rest is not that you don't care, okay? No. You put less effort, but you have a direction, okay? You have a general direction towards where you want to go. Values are clearly related to cultural and social norms. Like I said, grades are everything in Asia, because grades can get you to university. With a university degree, you can get a relatively better job, okay? And with a good job, you get social respect from your friends, family, relatives, yeah? And with that respect, people are happy. Isn't it pathetic? It is. Seriously. I tell my students all the time when they are in the university for the first term, year one, that was many years ago, because I'm now only teaching postgraduate students. I remember every time, if I have any year one students, I said to them, do you want to be rich? And they said, yeah. And then I said, I'm going to be a teacher. Is that right? Do you want to be rich? Not necessarily. Well, what, do you want to be a teacher? Yes. Is that right? Don't need to be rich. I have my safety net already. Yeah, I have a safety net. My husband is my safety net. And my children are pretty good already, you know. They're growing up and they're not babies anymore. Right? So it's cultural norms. What is perceived as important in the Russian culture? I think family is, right? Yeah. Family is probably the most important thing, the cultural value in the Russian culture. Yeah? Social norms, don't smile to strangers, right? Otherwise people think you're flirting. Especially young girls there, you know, don't smile. This morning, I got out of my hotel room, and then in lift or lobby, there was a Russian guy in suit, and it was in the morning, 7:30, right? So I saw him, he looked at me, I said, no, I didn't say anything, and then I said, oh. But he did say something in Russian, and probably good morning, yeah? But I thought that was okay because it's hotel. Then you know, I'm not Russian, obviously. He won't think that I'm flirting. But to me, I just do it naturally. I looked at him. That's it. You know? Anyway, so social norms. Who define values then? Okay? I give you the answer already. Tell me, who define values?
You are.
Very good. Yourself. Okay? Alright? Don't think about other people, how they look at your sets of values. Alright? You live your own life, they don't. Okay? Alright? I want to marry a foreign passport, so what? Yeah? Okay? I don't want to be a Russian, I want to be American. How about that? Who are them to judge your values? Correct? Exactly. You are yourself, you set your own values, you have your purpose in life. No one knows what you are thinking. So let's learn not to be influenced by your friends. They judge, don't they? Yeah? My friends always say, you should eat more. You should eat more. I'm telling you, this is the fattest time I am at now. Yeah, I'm now 55 kilos. I used to be 45 2 years ago. I don't want to eat more, you know. So I'm looking at this. I'm wiping my tears. Anyways, yeah. Ella, okay. Values have different domains, okay? Terminal values, you know, instrumental values, okay? What is useful to you, okay? Walking is better, or taking the train is better, or flying with a plane is better, okay? So these are instrumental. Why do I want to study? Because I want to get a better job, because I've got nothing to do, okay? Why do I want to do a master's degree? Because I want to be a little bit better than the normal people, because I couldn't find a job, okay? Or because I think, you know, getting into a university, doing a postgraduate degree will make myself feel better, okay? Or helping me to develop a career in teaching. Instrumental values. Intrinsic mastery or learning values. So what kind of values are you thinking of? All right, when students are learning, okay, are they genuinely in love with the language? Yeah, when you're learning French, when you're learning German, Russian, Italian, Spanish, Chinese, do you particularly have the genuine interest and love for that culture and language? I'm sure you love English a lot because you like the Queen's English. Yeah? And I'm sure you like the British cultures too.
Yeah.
Everything, you know?
Well, not everything. Of course, as any other country and any other nation,
Yeah?
they have some positive and negative sides, and we have to be objective while perceiving them. But at the same time, I'm obsessed with their literature, for example.
Very good.
Their cinematography, their actors and actresses, because they are extremely talented. So yeah.
Yeah.
I like their culture.
Usually people who love languages are intrinsically in love with the language and the culture and the social norms of that particular language as well. Yeah. Not that many people would love to learn a foreign language without loving the language.
Because
right?
it's difficult.
It is difficult. It's very hard. You know, I'm not in love with German, and if you ask me to learn how to speak German, what's the point, right?
Some pragmatic purposes, for example,
Like
to go abroad in order to find a job or something in this way. That's why people start learning this language.
You see, that's the values question. Why must I go to that country to get a job? Why must I learn German to go to Germany to get a job? I can stay in Hong Kong, I can come to Russia. I think Russian is a little bit easier than German. Yeah? I can go to Japan, and you know, there are so many choices in life. Why do I have to confine myself within this? So when you set your goal, you don't look like this, you look like that. Yeah? Alright? Task values. Okay? When people have a value about a task, it's because they want to do a good job, they want to have a future goal, and they want to engage in certain in an activity with some negative aspects. So task values, Cotton echoes, he said that attainment values, intrinsic values, utility values, and costs are what help person to define their values. Okay? Okay, what motivates us? What are motivating factors that help you set values for certain domains? For example, what made you learn German, French, Italian, Chinese?
These are all parents.
To please our parents.
Oh, okay. Parental expectation. Okay, parents. That's number 1. 2.
Personal interest. I guess.
Personal interest.
And
Intrinsic
involvement, of
motivation.
course.
Yeah, interest. 3.
For future profession.
Okay, future profession, career development. Any more?
Your knowledge.
Yeah. Enhance your knowledge. What else?
Educational benefit.
Educational benefits. Any more?
A teacher.
Teacher. Yeah. Do you have a teacher that you really like and then you like the subject?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a teacher who you dislike so much that you hate the subject?
I used to, but never.
I don't care. You know. I have a teacher. I used to have a teacher who earned none respect from me. Yeah. He didn't prepare his class. He basically just read out the notes. And he sat on the table eating his biscuits and then read out the notes. That's not teaching. And there's no interaction. He didn't prepare his lesson at all. He didn't care. The next year I'm going to university. Yeah? He doesn't talk about examination.
It's a funny thing, but this is how usually a cool teacher is portrayed in films.
Yeah.
Sitting on terrible long desks, without any notes, just talking to his or her students.
At least he talked. But mine just read
Oh my
the
God.
notes.
It's just.
Would you like me to read my PowerPoint? I think if I did that yesterday, none of you are here today. Am I right? You see? So teachers, parents, knowledge, what else?
Career.
Huh?
Career.
Career, yes.
Society, I guess.
Society, yeah. Social expectations, right? Because you are supposed to learn, yeah. And self-expectations, isn't it? All right. We have these factors, okay? Let's have a look. I mean, I have 2 slides, okay? So for internal motivation factors include your interest, you guys bingo, perceived values of attitude, or of the activity, whether it is meaningful, useful, okay? Self-efficacy, whether I can do it. Do you think you can do it? Even I'm very interested in math, but I don't think I can do it, that I have very low efficacy, okay? External factors, significant others, like you said, the teachers, your friends. If your friends are very good in social networking, you would want to explore as well. If your friends are interested in certain pop star, you would like to know as well. Yeah? Peer influence, you cannot underestimate it, because your peers transform you, change you in both negative and positive way. So choosing the right people to mingle with is very important. Yeah? Interaction with the significant others, learning experience, feedback, rewards, praise, and punishment. Who are the significant others? Your teachers, your parents are your significant others, and your friends. These 3 are your significant others because they are important to you. Yeah? What they say to you, what they evaluate you, will influence your motivation. Today, I say positive education is important. Okay? But before yesterday, do you think positive education is important? Never heard of it. What is it? Right? But today, I'm sure you do have a changed concept about being positive, right? You might have never imagined the importance of being positive in one's life during secondary education can influence your life planning. Yeah? Who you want to be. The learning environment as well, okay? If we in a very cold room and the classroom is very shabby and then the light is dark,
It is uncomfortable.
you want to fall asleep. Not comfortable. Well, it's so uncomfortable that you fall asleep, isn't it? So the learning environment as well. Okay, if I don't have a PowerPoint here, I'm going to just, do you know this? And it will be very hard for me to explain things, right? And then again, this side is the internal one, self-concept, okay? All right? How much you know about your strength, how much you know about your weakness, okay? Your age, it doesn't matter. Your age, I remember, your gender, okay? All right? I can't be a fireman, right? Like I said, I can't be Putin, yeah? And my age doesn't allow me doing something, right? But you guys are young, you guys still have a long time ahead of you. You can plan a lot more, right? Okay, so of the above motivation factors, okay, the significant others, the interaction with your significant others, and then your self-efficacy, self-concept, self-values, and gender and age. What is the most important to students? I'm talking about students. During your learning experiences, who were the most important to you? Okay,
My parents.
parents, number one.
Influential others in general.
Exactly, exactly. It's basically all the significant others, parents, teachers, and friends. These three, right?
Now they are so-called influencers.
Yeah?
Yes, so some unreachable role models. You can find them on social media, and they look so perfect. And I know that teenagers try to do their best to reach that level, and even some more mature people. But
I teach intercultural communication back in Hong Kong too, and this is a very important message to adolescents especially. Why? Because what the social media say, okay, what the advertisement project, what the movies do, and then advertisement, all right, songs, is projecting your values into your head. It's changing your own values. Yeah? What defines beautiful? Yeah. People define beautiful, but who are those people? Right? So you like being tall, you like being short? Tall. You like long hair or short hair? Long. You like big eyes or small eyes like mine? Big. You like fat or slim? Not too slim, not too fat. Yeah? You like a nice figure or not? Yes. But why? What about the heart? What about the personality? What about the smile? What about the attitude? What about the interaction? What's beautiful? When you look at an old man, he's smiling, farming, looks very content. Is he happy? Is he beautiful? Yeah, right? You looked at a very beautiful woman, but he has a lot of boyfriends. Is he beautiful? Give me a bucket. Yeah? Isn't it? So who defines beautiful? Who defines successful? Who defines all these social values? Isn't it? Alright?
so beauty is in the eye of the beholder, I guess.
Yeah, I think so, I agree. Yeah. So what can teacher help to help them motivate to learn. Okay? Positive education is fundamental. Okay? But the teachers first need to know how to be positive herself first, right? Isn't it? Try not to be critical too much. We need to point out what students should do, but try not to be critical. I remember yesterday some say, what made a bad teacher? Insulting students. Isn't it? This is number one bad or worst element of a teacher. Yeah? Everyone has his own values. Remember the diagram? Pure. Okay, we talk about pure, and that's the meaning of life. Purpose, you all know that. Understanding refers to whether you know your strengths and weaknesses. Okay? And learn to accept your weaknesses. Or if there are weaknesses that you cannot change, accept it. But if there are weaknesses you can change, learn how to improve it. So there are three things we can do. Develop our strengths, improve weaknesses, and ignore weaknesses cannot be changed. Okay? Alright, that's understanding yourself. So it is important that you said, well, I think that is, the most important thing for now is that I need to evaluate myself. Okay? Responsibility. You're responsible for yourself. You're responsible for your significant others too. Okay? And enjoyment. Enjoy the process of education. Enjoy the process of the success you get in education and the failures you get in education. Alright? When you know how to deal with those failures, you learn at the same time and you gain at the same time. Okay? So what is purpose? To be practical is to clarify your direction, which you did already, okay, when we started. Laying down your life plan. Remember I said, you have your goal, but you need to take the steps. Okay? So I'm summarizing this here. Okay? And then pursue your mission in life with love, passion, okay, and commitment. Okay? Don't keep changing, please. I know women are allowed to change 100,000 times a day, but for life goal, don't. Okay? Alright? Because the more you change your life goal, the more lost you are. Okay? Repeat it. Understanding, self-knowledge, your own strengths and weaknesses, knowing the world we live in, okay? Understand your own culture and norms, okay? Full awareness of the situation of your own action, knowing right from wrong, okay? This is relative. What is right, what's wrong, isn't it? Understand the legal, ethical principles in decision making, so don't make decision in a rush. Consult, plan well. Achieving a sense of coherence, okay? Don't jump here and then, girls are like that, I know, okay? Responsibility, taking full responsibility of your life and being a moral agent, okay? But then again, being a moral agent is hard. Who sets the moral standard? Isn't it? Yeah? Alright? You know the rainbow movement? That is homosexual marriage, okay? I'm not telling you how I feel about it, but you should make your own judgment. Okay? Alright? I'm sure you know what that is. Okay, ABCDE. Responsibility. Sorry, acceptance is A. Accept. Oopsie. Sorry, go back one. Okay, acceptance. Accept things that cannot be changed. Okay. Believe. Affirm your belief that you are right about your goal. Okay. Affirm your own competence. Okay. Commit yourself to the goal. D, discovery. Discover your inner self, your potentials. Okay, all right? Enjoy an evaluation. Okay, evaluate the process of learning towards your goal. That's A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so we have the pure and A, B, C, D, E. So, I still have 14 minutes, but I should be able to let you go a bit earlier. So promoting positive value should consist of promoting students' personal, social, and spiritual development. Okay, all right? So how do we do that? Okay, make them understand who they are, what they're good at, what they're not good at, what do they want to do in the future, and then plan the steps. Okay, and then among those steps, what have they missed? Okay, what have they missed? What are they missing? And then they can start thinking about it. All right. There are things we can do practically for the school. Okay, think about a more child-centered approach. Okay, and more emphasis on students' strength rather than criticizing their weaknesses. Okay, but of course, we're not saying that they should ignore their weaknesses. They should be aware of what they are not good at and then see whether they can do something about it or whether they should just ignore it. Yeah, I'm terrible in cooking, but I'm very good in creativity. I'm very good at thinking of a recipe, but I'm not very good at cooking it. I don't know why. I always said to my son, why don't you think about the salad that you can make with beetroot, apple, raisin, yogurt, and a little bit of ham. I can think about it, but when I make it, it doesn't make very well. Yeah, it's probably the dressing or something that I'm not very good at, but I am very good at creating a dish. You know, so let me forget about cooking. I'll just, you know, do some recipe writing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Develop a whole person rather than skill. This morning, if you went to Professor Lowe's lecture, it's skill, isn't it? It's research skill. Okay, did you learn something? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So it's doing how to use data to quantify human human phenomenon, basically. How different between you and me? How different we are? Are we significantly different? Right? We use data to prove that. Yeah. Okay. Those are academic skills, and those are knowledge. And once you grab it, it's forever yours. But then whole person development is not. It is a never-ending process, isn't it? Even I'm married, you're married, you have 3 children, I have a child, it's still ongoing. And life planning changes according to our life phases as well, right? If you still remember you are in kindergarten or primary school, secondary school, university, and then you got married and you have your first child, second child, and third child, you know, your planning are different, right? Because of these changes, your life plan will be adjusted. Yeah? And show our children and students to live as a responsible and decent human being. That is probably more important than academic results, because our values lies on who we are, not our grades. Okay? And teachers, I think that is the most important. Yeah? How can we help our students to be a motivator? Or how can we, as motivator, to help our students to learn? Go home, look yourself in a mirror, full mirror, okay, from head to toe, okay, and say, do I look like a teacher? Do I look like a person who will be respected by the students? Yeah? I'm not perfect, okay, because no one is. Alright? I'm not speaking perfect English. It's fine, no one can. Isn't it? So we admit our own weaknesses in front of our students, then the students will know you are with them. You're not playing high, that you're always right. Your parents say, I'm always right, right? I'm your mom. How would I say something that's not good to you? You know, go to bed early. Don't play on your phone. Don't watch too much TV. You know, who is more important to you? Your boyfriend, or your friends, or your family? You know, put on your jacket. You know, go to bed early now. Turn off your phone. Are these all good advice? I don't think so. Because my mom doesn't understand me. You know? I just have, usually when my mom said these things to me, I responded, Mom, do you trust me? And then she'll shut up. And she will shut up. Because she say that didn't mean to hurt you, didn't mean to say you must go to bed now. Okay? She just cares. But the expression, the presentation is wrong. You know? She can just by all means come and tap on my shoulder and say, okay, you know what you should do, take care, I trust you. Perfect. Then I know. Yeah? That first I know what she wants me to do. You don't have to explicitly tell me to turn my phone off. That is very annoying. Yeah, thank you. Irritating, yeah. That is like you're imposing what I must do now. Come on, I'm a grown up. You know, I know what I should do. Isn't it? So it's the presentation. It's how you present your ideas to your students, to your children in the future. Okay? You have your 14-year-old, right?
14.
13.
14. 14
Yeah.
after 1 month.
Yeah. Oh, 41 after 1 month. So let's change our style of presentation because my son is 11 and he's getting there too. Yeah.
It's difficult. With a girl, it's more difficult.
Girl, yeah.
It's more difficult.
Yeah.
And then I don't tell my mom everything. She doesn't understand.
Clever. Very clever. Okay.
She's 70.
Oh my God. Well, I don't tell my mom everything either. And he's my dad is 80. My mom is 76. Yeah. Encouragement, reinforcement to build self-esteem. Tell them that they are good at something. Okay. Encourage them. Reinforce what they are good at. Okay. And then what about things that they are not very good at? Do we just ignore it as teacher or as parent? No, don't. Don't just encourage them, but not pointing out. I'm talking about pointing out what they should improve rather than criticizing what they cannot do. So it's a different thing. It's still servicing their weaknesses, okay? Or areas for improvement. But one way is that you are pointing out their weaknesses and help them to improve it. But then the other one is saying that you are not good. So that's why after examination, after vacation, anything, okay, see their common problem, okay, what made them always make those mistakes are actually more important than telling them that you have failed in this dictation. So being a teacher, one very important thing is to find a common witness of the class and demonstrate to the students how they can do it, rather than just showing them the model answer and then you can do your correction on your own. And when you do the correction, it's boring because I don't know why I was wrong, isn't it? So an effective teacher and a normal teacher makes a very big difference. Knowing the students, why they make the mistake, and help them to improve those mistakes are effective teachers. But just telling them, okay, the answer is A, this one is B, and that one is C, bad teacher. Okay? Or teacher without thoughts. Okay? Not bad teacher. Not yet that bad. Okay? It's just have no pedagogical mindset and knowledge. Be with your students, okay, is the relationship that you share with your teacher. You don't remember what your teacher taught, honestly, okay? But you would remember forever who that teacher is. Yeah, remember your history teacher, remember your Russian teacher, you know, your favorite teacher. Do you remember him or her?
No.
Yeah. But do you remember every lecture that she gave you? No, exactly. But you remember she's your favorite teacher because of her look, her attitude, because she cares about you, isn't it? And because of her, you like that subject. You want to be a better person, isn't it? All right? Stay away from negative influences. What is bad? What is bad? What should they stay away from? For children or for adolescents, at some point they don't know. They can't differentiate because when they are in it, they couldn't tell because it's all blurred, right? But if you have a good relationship with them and you encourage them and you are the one who they can share feelings and thoughts with, you will be able to tell them what to stay away from because you have already built the trust with the student. So it's not something you just tell him that you should stay away from that. But why do I want to trust you? You are nobody to me, right? So you see, these are fundamental so that the outcomes can be being able to tell them how to improve it and stay away from bad influences. And then finally, have a very positive attitude in life. And with that attitude, they can achieve anything. Yeah? School administration. This is the last thing already. Okay? If you're going to open a foreign language school, by the way, it's good business here. Think about it. Yeah? Alright? Because you guys are going to open, you know, an IGCSE examination in Russia, and also English learners are, you know, drastically improving. The number of English learners are improving and skyrocketing every year. So it is going to be a very good business. Okay, but then first of all, you need to gain some teaching experiences first. Okay, so what kind of school will help students to learn? Engaging, love of learning, good relationship, clear communication with their expectation, with your expectation to them. You are expected to learn this, and this within their ability. Okay, so that they know what they're expected to do. Welcome everyone's input. Decide what matters most. Create a positive climate. Meeting the basic needs of meaning and spirituality, building a caring, cooperative community, value each other's talents and uniqueness. Okay? Don't say people, you're weird, you're so strange. Don't say that. You look strange too. You know? Building on each one's strengths and interests, validating and empowering each other, creating an engaged learning environment. Okay? So if you are going to hold a school, or these are the climates that you should build within your own classroom and within your school. Okay? Perfect timing. I'm done. All right? So let's take a picture together, shall we? Yeah? Under a minute? How about that? Or there? Okay? Okay, let's do this. I will send you back this picture through your professor. Okay? Do you mind taking a picture for us? Yeah? Thank you very much. Okay. How about we, okay, I'll just be in the middle, okay? And then, yeah, you can sit, right? Okay, maybe some of you can stand or whatever. Okay. Close. Maybe we should, yeah, come forward. I want to stand behind you because then I can look slimmer. Okay, come on. My Russian rules. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much, girls. And thank you. And I wish you all have a happy life. Yeah? So, you guys are so good. Seriously. I wish I could come back more, but I'm not sure next year if I will come back. If you're still here. Okay? So thank you very much and enjoy your life. Okay? Thank you. Come.
А можно снимать презентацию, да?